So, hi. I just said infinite love and gratitude there. Also, I feel it, but also because it says on this thumbnail that happened, you couldn't see you couldn't see it. So it was like not on the image, but I like the image itself as well. Today it's so bright and sunshine out and wonderful day. Hey, someone is in here. Yeah, and I'm going to pull some cards if someone asks. Aside from that, I have a few little rambles to do, of course. And yeah, actually, that was, never mind. Yeah, actually, mind because, or do whatever. But thing is, hey, someone else, or the same person, okay, went in and out. I don't know. Yeah, so today I'm going to have a great day, I feel. I am going to meet with uh, some people with similar interests that I love. Anyways, yeah, what was I? Yeah, I was today. Um, I was, posting a memory on Facebook where there was a healing that I used to do previously. I don't know if it was every week, but every month at least, and so on. Uh, and also, I generally felt something. Also, I did it for an hour or so for 4 people or something. I could could ask in the comments and so. Anyways, and it was really efficient. Also, I could feel the shifts so easily then because when I changed to the next, that was like a totally different energy, and that was really. I learned a few things from that too. Also, anyways, yeah, compared to when you just uh, do it for one and then some time after do it for someone else, like, and so it was very intense, so it taught me a few things. Anyways, it was against the community standards suddenly, and I was so surprised. But yeah, I used to post a few things though, but not too bad things, I don't think. But yeah, the censorship, yeah, it's high now. Anyways, also here on, as I told you before, when I mentioned in the comment or in the description box before I started in audio, YouTube have they muted the chat and also made the video not work at all because I wanted to donate to Pat then. And yeah, I can't go into his all the things about him. I mean, I'm not saying I know everything, but the things that I do know, those people who are very aggressive, they don't. So for sure. Yeah, so I just have felt it now myself, and it will come to everyone if we don't react somehow. Because, yeah, there are people being very much silenced, and also activities and things and truths and so on. So that's very important for everyone to, of course, make their own decisions on how they think and view things, but not to just push it away without actually, with a sort of open mind, look into what's actual true. So, yeah, that's one thing I had in mind. And also on Facebook, I just posted today like a happy Sunday or something. I usually don't do those on my personal because I also feel that first I thought, oh, this shitty place, I should probably leave. And also it was like one thing they couldn't show me what I think it was that because I tried to post that like I'm a little bit lazy there, so I do sometimes when it comes up in memory I post that. Anyways, and it's also said you try, it seems like you try to get likes. And I mean, what do people even do there, first of all? But also I really don't. I'm not like that so much. Of course, yeah, I like likes, but I just do what I feel is, I'm very, maybe it's a self-centered thing, but I don't think too much about what other people think, actually. I do what makes me happy, what I feel. So otherwise I would change things a whole lot if I would think about what people think, the whole, or like, how many would post these. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not being like judgmental towards people. I'm just saying that how many would post their dinners or whatever if others didn't do that. It's like, it's this thing, we do the same thing here now, and people like that because people like what everyone else does, and that feels safe and secure. So, and that's very far from my ways. I just go my own way. So, yeah, and not because how others would react or not. Because even these, I probably would do them quite different, but I like it this way. And if someone wants to listen or be here chatting or getting cards, that's fine. Hey, someone. And if they don't, that's also super fine by me. I'm not here to impress. Hi. Oh, Aventuras, how does it go with everything since yesterday? Aventuras, maybe you say. Yeah. And what else was I going to say? I don't really remember, but yeah. Also on my mediumship page, I post a lot of images, also because that's the language of the soul. I try to speak to people's souls instead of using words and connect with the minds. I want to connect with their souls, but also I overdo it, and I know that, but still I like it, and I like to do it while I listen to someone, some pod or something. So yeah, or a book or whatever. So, and I think that, well, if they don't like it, that's it. I'm not trying to promote myself, let's say. Otherwise, I would probably do differently. Let's see. Oh, good to hear. So, uh, are there any plans yet? No, not since yesterday, maybe. Do you have any new questions, or anything you want to? You could also ask me if you want to about the things that I do or something. If you have any questions about that, today I will go. And how do people where you are view like Wiccans or witches? Do you know what Wiccans are? It's witches, actually. There are witches that aren't Wiccans also. Yeah, you have a question, let me know. And also if it's to the cards. I assume it's to the cards, right? Otherwise you can also ask about, but yeah. So today I'm going to have one of my groups in that Wicca. So it's spelled like this. But you can post your question meanwhile. But because I also want to, but there are those who are interested in the discover or develop it more. But there are also, from my view, it's also very much a need to inform people about what it is, instead of having people laying their prejudice on things they don't really know. So I want to like give information there. What is coming towards you in love? Okay, as I used to say, also, yeah, sometimes we maybe shouldn't like wait for that, or go for what we want. Rather, be more clear about what we want and go for that. Probably is a better idea. Maybe. Yeah, I know. Okay, so I will use the same cards because they are closest by. I could use some Tarot. I have it pretty close by, but I will use the Book of Shadows Tarot as I had yesterday. I have a sweet decks here also. And I also have Magical Unicorns, which is even for children. I love that. But I will pick this first because it's a tarot. Yeah. What's coming towards you in love? As it looks like right now. And as I mentioned before, this is not set in stone in any ways. It it measures or it shows uh, the previous energy pattern, you can say, and that spills over into the future, obviously. But we can change it. It's not that it's impossible to change. So let's see now. What's coming towards you in love as it stands right now? What's coming towards you in love? And also, oh, I can say that after I have focus here. What's coming towards you in love? Okay, let's see. Very much happiness. This is the song card. There are several cards. I will see. 6 cards. So the sun cards come first. So that is a really good, really bright blessings. And this is a happy family in this card, but this is also very innocent, joyful, playful, sunny. I mean, this is really, there's little dog and 2 children, and the mother, they are like out in the ocean or somewhere playing, having fun. So this is really positive for your love to come. Also, I see movement here because the death card in this deck is about someone selling their whole house. It says for sale on a what does what do you call that then? Well, outside of the house there, and they are packing things like into the car, moving. So, oh gosh, I dropped the booklet. Never mind, or the book. So yeah. Mm-hmm. So maybe you are about to move then towards someone or something. And then we have a few reversed ones. These are 4 reversed ones. So the first 2 cards are so below, which in this deck means that this is in this realm of ordinary life, so to speak. So this seems very good. I mean, very, very happy. Then there are some influences that are around here also. 2 of Swords is reversed, and I think that actually is a positive one. Actually, that one is the third that is also so below. The other ones are more as above influences. But this one is 2 of Swords reversed, and that was someone sitting, meditating, and weighing their options of what to do. And I think you have chosen what to do, and that will bring this happiness because you can't like stay in that indecisiveness, and you need to listen inward to sometimes it could feel like a choice that is a little bit not bitter, but that it's not perfect because maybe you don't want to hurt someone and so on. Yeah. So, but then we have the 3 other cards. I wonder if those relate to the first ones. I have to check them again. So this is 4 of Earth reversed. I think this is very much about opening up and also about moving, about leaving like home or to another home, something, because of those gnomes there. Uh, they are staying away from the city somehow, a little bit further away. I think I mentioned this yesterday too, and since it's reversed, I think they will more engaged in social life, more be close to activity and so on. And then we have 5 of air reversed, and this is a hand in this deck with that is those lines that you can read, so to speak, in the hands. Those are like shining or outlined in a shining way in this deck or in this card. But this is reversed, but I think this still have to do with dominance, trying to this is a card that I often interpret as bullying, and and I feel that this hand can't influence so much anymore. This is someone trying to stop something, yeah, but that since it's reversed, it can't. You have your path to go, your specific unique path, as in these lines on the hand, and yeah. And there are some little, oh, I didn't see that. There are some little fairy or airy fairy people, I almost said, yeah, that are drawing these lines. So you have a lot of helpers in this, in the elemental realm or spirit realm, and these lines aren't in the same manner as cards actually, but they are a little bit more set. But they also change, and so depending on our decisions and such. So I think this is also, since it shines so bright and everything, this is changing. You are changing through your decisions and so on. You change this for the better. Because you are brave enough to go your own way. And then we have Maiden of Water. She's reversed here, though. I think that is because the same as the Two of Swords here, the sense of indecisiveness that could be there, or what to create because how it influences others and so on. But in this card, she's standing in an ocean, and there is a dolphin jumping over her head, and she's like splashing with the water. She's really happy, and the sun is setting here. It's so beautiful. But I think why it's reversed is because these cards sometimes can indicate that you are a little bit confused or lost and indecisive actually. So I think both of these cards, the Two of Swords reversed and this reversed Maiden of Water, shows that you you are making a decision now, and that will change everything for the way better. Yeah. So those are the cards for you, and the first one is the most. I mean, you are the one making this change, obviously, but also the Sun card, the first card there, shows that yeah, it will be so much better. But it also, since there were some other cards, they also show the need for to be open. I mean, to make a decision to make these changes for this to occur. Yeah, I mean, it maybe will anyways in some other way, but yeah. But this is what it says now. Yeah. So that's that. Oh, you're very welcome. Do you have any other questions? I have some other cards I can use also, but I don't know if you want any. I just wanted to check in quickly, but maybe I can sit for a while. I was going to go out and meet someone, and then later on, I have this. It's so sunny; it's difficult to be indoors actually now, almost. But also, yeah, as I mentioned before, I have this witchy group teaching it a bit, spreading knowledge of what it is so people don't have to be so afraid. Do you have any insight into or knowledge about witchcraft or Wiccans or so on? Or do you have um, do you have some thoughts about it? Generally, overall, people who don't know that it's actually a fast growing religion, you can say, in the world, they have those pre-notions, or is that a word, even pre-notions? I don't know. But they have these ideas that it's something evil or bad, or what is coming towards me in terms of money, my financial life. Let's see. Tell me about what I'm asking you now, so you have to answer me first. And not first, but otherwise I won't pull cards. What do you think about those things, like Wiccan witchy things? I want to know. Okay, I will pull another deck though. But that is not a. No, I will take this one because tarot is clearer. Oracle cards are very beautiful and lovely, and you can add. Yes. What is yes? You can add something to that if you want to. So, anyway. Oh, I just have to do something here. Okay, now I'm done. Commenting on somewhere else. Yeah. Sorry, I just lost your page. So, what are your thoughts on witchcraft then and Wiccans, or do you know what it is? I want to know more about that. But I will pull a card for your question now then. But I want an answer. Otherwise, I won't pull cards. That's the what it costs. Yeah. What is coming towards you in terms of money, your financial life? Let's see. And the same goes for this, of course. You don't have to take it as it have to go this way. So we have the strength. I think this is a very good card, obviously. Oh, Edward Snowden just popped up. Yeah, oh, he is on Twitter. Never mind. Go, I'm distracted. Uh-huh. Yeah, funny. I mean, not funny, but interesting. Okay, so first card, 1, 2, 3. Here there's 4 cards. First card is strength. So you have the capacity, and I think it will go well. I mean, what can I say on this? And I think this is also if you combine you are in touch with your soul and you're not just ego driven, let's say. Because of the strength card usually is this woman and the lion, like representing the ego and the spirit. And so you need to be in touch with your, not only that physical mundane focus, but also your greater purpose here in the world, let's say. I think that's an advice, but yes, it's a great yes here. It's coming very much money and financial good things. But what I also see in this particular deck, this woman is out running. Oh, God, I need to pause and cough a bit. Wait. So this woman is out running, and I believe that that is also a message here that if you do that to strengthen yourself or to feel good, but there is some limit to it also. You shouldn't only be focused on your physical or on the on not prestige, but what do I mean? I mean like on accomplishing things in that manner or so on. Because there you will have to run faster and faster and faster. There will never be an end to. It's like this whole ego thing. The ego always does more and more and more, whatever that is we're focused on. So yeah, but yeah, good in itself. But there are some thoughts about it also, since it's and there is so much greenery in this card. She's out running in the on some trail here around the mountains and wood, so forest. So there is a lot of green trees and everything. I feel that this is just abundance when it comes to the financial and money wise also. And then we have 10 of fire that comes after that, and I think this is what you're running towards actually. So there are some warnings here, and that is here it's all the star sign, and like, not star signs, but like patterns in the sky, like made up by stars, like but anyways. So I think oh gosh, I need to drink a little bit of water maybe. So I think you need to see the bigger picture, first of all, and also 10 of fire is like 10 of wands, and that is something that becomes very, very heavy if you take on too much too many patterns, so too many things. It will almost break you, because you are such a person that want to accomplish so much, and be I guess appreciated and acknowledged as having accomplished a lot. So uh, yeah, for now it seems very good. I think you're a pretty good balance, but you could become a little bit obsessed with this success, like that you have to reach for more and more and more, and that will be too heavy. You should not according to the cards, reach for that. That is not the goal of life. We are still in the stars. We are soon stardust or what. I mean, yeah, we have to question what are we racing towards and why, what is the aim, the real aim here? What do we win really, truly? So you have to take your soul with you and not run too fast. This story about I always tell this differently, so I don't even know the beginning of, I mean, the right sort of story. But there were some people guiding others to in the jungle or something like that. They were living there, and they were guiding some Westerners or something. I make this up now, but anyway. And suddenly those were just they just sat down. Those who lived there, and the Westerners wanted to continue to walk and like stress it further. They had been walking quite quickly and so on. And then those who guided them said, "No, we can't. We have to sit down and wait for us. We haven't been moving too fast. We have to sit down and wait for our souls." And I think that is the thing you can lose if you run too fast and have this aim that is only focused on the physical. But yeah, you will absolutely, and maybe you also actually break yourself because 10 of Wands is pretty heavy. So don't do that. But anyways, good at the beginning. It sounds like it's all bad, but it's really, really good at the base of it. And you are also appreciating. I mean, if you run too fast, as this one, she does run in a kind of a comfortable pace, smiling and so on right now. But if you start to just run, you won't even appreciate the environment and the sense and everything in life. You will miss out. So yeah, stopping about the negatives. And then we have chalice, four of chalices reversed, and that is, I think this is, since it's reversed, I'm a little bit, I wonder. This is someone relaxing, and she is offered something which she usually refuse in this upright position. It's like the spirit is coming with something very beautiful, and she's just, no, I've been disappointed before. I won't even look that way. I think this is about love or something, but you asked about financial things and money, but maybe this is just a continuation of this 10 of Wands, that if you get burned out, like, as you could also interpret this card reversed, sort of, then all the energy in all levels will just, your happiness and your inspiration and all things, the will, maybe even all things will like pour out of you. So these chalices also are very much about inspiration, I feel, and so on, um and to give yourself time to daydream and just be at peace is very important. Meanwhile, you also can focus on those material things. That's nothing bad. It's just if you just forget the rest of you, let's say, when you run. So then we have the world reversed, and that is, I think this card in this, it is some warnings really in these cards, because this says that first of all you have to know that you will never get there. You will never reach a point where you feel like, oh, now I have been running fast enough, or now I have been working, now I have enough money, as I mean, like, as if you wouldn't strive for more. You will never reach that point. If you know that to begin with, you don't have to stress there. You don't have to adjust your goal to even more and more, first of all. But also, I think it means that the things you want to accomplish, if you do not take time out and so on, some time, and find a pace where you don't have to stress about it, then I think you won't accomplish the things you want. Then, I mean, you do so by giving yourself permission to let go of certain things, not take on everything yourself, and also to delegate, but and give yourself relaxation. Very important here. What else about the world card reversed? Yeah, it's almost like she's waving bye bye there, standing in this laurel of victory, actually, but it's reversed. So I feel also the balance in between all the. Yeah, I'm right. Okay. And the balance in with all these are in this world card. There are also four faces. It used to be those elemental creatures and so on. So it is about balancing the elements in you specifically, and your connection with them outside of you. But also in this particular card, it's faces of human in each four corners, and one is a child, one is the grown up, and one is an elder, and one is like a dead, like so. Oh, now I got a message from someone. Fun. Anyway, so yeah, so I think this means for you also to adjust your uh, focus a little bit connected to where you are in life, not push yourself as hard as, I mean, maybe you could do certain things when you were younger, or you can have a certain pace in a certain age, or even just Ayurvedically speaking, we have more of, we are very resilient as kids physically, let's say, for example, and then we are less in that case when we grow up, but we get more of this pitta fire energy for a while, but that also will, and we will have that for a while, and that can also lead to burnout because it's fire, so we need to pace it. But still, after that comes the vata time also, and we may have a lot of vata even before, if that is in our constitution, which is a lot of space and air, as I have a lot when I speak, you can hear it, but yeah. So and then we need to adjust to that, because if you have a lot activity in your mind and are connected also in the spiritual sense about mm, I mean, you need that connection to even function and succeed, but also that also takes some energy. I mean, we need some space to digest and integrate these kinds of experiences too. So if you want to very succeed, whatever success means to you, maybe you need to turn that around. Actually, your interpretation of or vision about what success would be, maybe you need to turn that around a little bit, and because you are maybe seeing it in a way that doesn't benefit you fully. So yeah, I think you won't actually. You will just burn yourself out and like, yeah, those kinds of things if you push yourself only in this direction and take on more and more. That's what I see. But basically, overall, yes, super. You are super strong now, and you have all the capacity to have all the things you want. But then again, it will never be enough. So just invite more of the soul and spiritual side in what you do, and then you will find the balance, I believe. Yeah. So answer me about this witchy thing then. What are your perception on that? Or do you have one? If you don't, that's fine. But I just want to know what people generally think, and if you have questions on it, maybe I can answer. At least I can answer from my perspective, and maybe also the tradition I come from somewhat. So I will go and read another message meanwhile. I hope you answer. So let's see. Ah, interesting. Ah, oh, I mean, this one is very smart. It was a little bit about like karma or ethics. What do you think about those? If you want to share your thoughts, maybe you don't want to. Otherwise, I'll go after a little while now. But yeah, this person does not include karma in their worldview. Interesting. I have this. Oh, you're very welcome. I have this idea about karma. I don't know. Sometimes that is an expression that comes from you know India or so on. That those kinds of traditions. So that can be attached with a certain idea of those certain. Some people have to live on a certain level because that's like their karma or so on, and yeah, and so forth. So I understand why people question that label. At the same time, as I believe it, we do sort of. I think we can step out of it depending on how we identify ourselves. But when we identify ourselves as our physical or ego, or even on the soul level, I think we actually can have patterns that we still have with us from previous lifetimes. And I think that's what I mean, patterns, and not like punishments. I don't think even in this life, I think that comes quicker sometimes than we don't have to wait. But and I think that that is like lessons in love, that we are taught to grow as souls and understand more. And sometimes we need to meet certain things to grow in that understanding. So that's what I think about karma so far. But I also think we live in also the spirit realm. We are also spirits. And when we are in touch with that level of our being that is one with everything that is, then from that perception of ourselves, you could say, then there is no karma. I mean, who could touch that? Is what I think. But so I have some C vitamins now that I've pushed into a bottle. Not that I have much of a cold, but I think you don't want to answer about those witchy things. So probably there. I guess you have some. I mean, I am this kind of person. Also, I like to talk to those who think differently. I really enjoy that. So it's not that will be angry if someone think different than I do, or even dislike what I like or whatever. I don't. It's not that it would bother me much. Maybe I can answer if there are certain questions about something, maybe, or the other way around. If I have some questions, maybe you could. But so that I like to understand, and I like to make others understand. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I like to talk, and that is not from a perspective of okay, I have certain set ideas. I do think so by now. Certain things have proven over and over and again that how they function. Let's say. So yeah, I trust in those things, but at the same time, I'm willing to question all my beliefs, and I do that all the time. I like to do that. So yeah, so it's not since I do that, others questioning it. It's one other thing if people judge it or have prejudice against something, then maybe some things needs to be explained. But um, that is something else than having a different opinion or thinking about something. So, anyways, so today I will go and do that. All the love, all the yeah, lovely, but also fun things that I really, really love to do. I have so much fun. I hope you do too, or anyone who would listen. I mean, it's so fascinating to discover new things, and also new, not new people. Some are new old people that I've had in my life previously, also. But I love so much that I really want to embrace them. You know, yeah, I'm so happy. That is also one thing. I don't know. In my time, being 53, I feel like the appreciation of those people that have a closer connection, let's say, to your heart, they mean so much more. You realize the path of life sort of is not so short, but it's like, at least I do. I really, when I was younger, when I was like 20 or whatever, okay, I appreciated and was like very attached, I guess, also to some people in my life at that point. But I didn't realize how, I mean, that those people, at least in my life, that have been the case, maybe different from for others. But to me, those people, there are certain people in my life that have followed along, even if we haven't been in contact all the time and so on. But yeah, they are so, so important. And previously, I really didn't understand that fully, that that wouldn't change, you know. I mean, new people come into your life as well, but uh, the whole thing about those bonds or those connections that you have had, maybe also for lifetimes, previous lives, that is something we have something to learn together. That is quite clear for me. You can't get rid of them, also some of them, but yeah, you can distance yourself in some cases, but yeah, but that's fantastic. Yeah, and you learn so much. The other day there was this one of my friends, that was not the one I was thinking about now, but one of my friends from forever. He used to, when I was moving from home when I was 17, he lived close by. His grandma just died, a wonderful, wonderful, sweet woman. He used to lay and do those, he curled with his fingers in my hairs until I fell asleep, because I don't know, I wasn't afraid very much as a person as I remember, but I didn't like to fall asleep alone there in the apartment. I think there was some strange neighbors and whatever. Anyways, he was so sweet. Every night he was just coming and doing those things in my hair, so I fell asleep and then he left. Oh, how sweet! And yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's I really, I can feel, I get less and less judgmental and more appreciative of people. We all do make mistakes, and we all, I don't know, there is a lot of things that happens, but still there are some things that, unless people continue to, or like, I mean, it, another things that happens when you get older, I guess, for most people, I guess. But I mean, I don't care so much, as I said previously, about what people think about me. But still, I do demand respect in a way different sense than I did before. So I wouldn't accept anyone in my life who didn't show me respect. But then again, on their end, in some cases, I think people don't really. Maybe some people don't think that I demand it. I would assume some people that are like a little bit at a distance, but yeah, but I really do. So, and that is different. I wouldn't take a few things that I did when I was younger, or a lot actually. That would never be the case. So, and that also make you. Oh, now I get a message here. I probably should go meet someone. So maybe that, I mean, that, oh, I have to check this. I'm so distracted. This is the Vata energy. Okay. Someone is on their way to the coffee shop. I will just put a, if I can, say an okay here. Oh gosh, this is slow. This phone. Yeah. But anyways, whatever I wanted to say with that. Yeah. So I wouldn't keep, I mean, people in my life that were obvious. I mean this that if I, what I get out of it is more positive, then I would probably keep them in my life. If not, I wouldn't. And that is not a, um, a difficult decision for me. That is like easy nowadays, because I have so much of myself. I don't really. Uh, yeah, I need others, and particular ones. I would want to keep them in my life, but that would never be a difficult decision, though. If I would always choose myself, what I feel best doing, you know. And for some people, that was always the case. They always did that, but I had to learn it, though, and I have. So, Well, now I gotta go to the coffee shop meeting someone, but take care and much love. Bye bye.